The Devil by the Fire. Written, produced and directed by Jason Forcher. A lone traveler stumbles through the tangled woods. His breath is made visible in the biting December air. His legs are sore, his mind is begging for sleep. Each step feels heavier than the last as the distant echoes of gunfire and anguished cries of a witnessed battle roil in his mind. They suddenly fade into a grim silence. As twilight deepens, a flickering orange glow appears through the trees. What the traveler sees. It is a solitary fire and perhaps a welcomed chance for rest and respite from the hard, cold night. Drawn by the warmth, the traveler steps into the clearing. There, a mysterious figure, sharp-featured and almost demonic in the firelight, emerges from the darkness. Clad in a tattered Confederate coat with tarnished brass buttons and mud and blood-caked boots, the man exudes a life of endless miles and hidden sins.
Evening, friend. Go ahead and sit down. Join me by my fire and warm your bones. There ain't no need to be freezing alone when there's some warmth to share. These roads don't treat a man kindly nowadays, especially strays like us.
Thanks mighty kindly, mister. That fire does look mighty welcoming.
Cold out there, sure enough. But you're lucky. There are worse things than the cold. The wolves. They don't just walk on four legs anymore.
You with the Confederates?
Confederates, Unionists, all the same to me. I've ridden with each and betrayed both. Names and flags don't matter when you know how the game's played.
Who are you?
William Quantrill. I reckon you've heard of me.
You're the one. From Lawrence, Kansas. The massacre.
Ah, Lawrence. A day to remember. 200 men and boys shot down in the streets. Homes turned to ash. I still hear the screams sometimes, like a twisted hymn.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because it needed doing. Those abolitionists thought they could run Kansas, spitting in our faces. I showed them different. And it wasn't just Lawrence on roads and farms with families. They called it Bleeding Kansas, and I made sure it bled plenty.
You killed innocents.
Innocents. In war, no one's untarnished. Even the Union burned whole towns, starved people out. I did what was necessary, stirred the pot, turned men into monsters. Ever hear how I used to tie cats by the tails, toss them over a line, and watch them tear each other apart? That's war. You don't have to fight every battle yourself, just give men a reason to claw at one another. And I was damn good at it.
You had no loyalty to anyone?
Loyalty's a fool's game. I started in Ohio, a school teacher in sweet, orderly classrooms. But boredom drove me west, into the heart of conflict. I lied, I took, and I turned on those who trusted me, all for money, power, and blood. I cared not for who won the war, I cared that it kept raging. The Union came down hard on Missouri, burning whole counties. Families were torn apart, brother against brother, all because I lit the match.
You're a monster.
Monster? Maybe. But monsters don't work alone. I didn't start this war, but I made sure it would never end clean. Men don't fight for noble reasons. They fight because someone like me whispers in their ear. I give them a reason to hate, to kill, to burn, and they follow willingly.
I'm nothing like you.
Oh, you'll see. This war makes devils of us all. Run while you can. The wolves are always hungry. As for me, he laughs, a hollow, endless sound. I'm the one who taught him how to hunt.